Mr. Hogue is calling in this evening. He is on the phone up here in case anyone is curious. All right. We have some special recognitions and presentations this evening. First off, we have the South Harrison Middle School Volleyball CWVAC champions.
I think I taught some of your parents.
Wow. I'm always nice to have a nice crowd here. I appreciate that. So let's recognize these guys. We have South Harrison Middle School volleyball team champions, and we have Madison Fiddler. She's an 8th grader. Also, Medina, 8th grade. Miley Toothman, 8th grade. 8th grade. How about Chloe Cook, 8th grade. Paisley Goldsmith, 8th grade. Fox. Amelia Critchfield. All conference and all tournament team as well. So congratulations to Amelia. MZ Fitcham. All conference team. So wow, look at all these 8th graders. The high school's got some talent coming, don't they? Anna Shaw. What's that? Nice. Say that even louder. Thank you for that. She is in 7th grade, Anna. Elizabeth Sutton, 7th grade. Kaylee Brocious, 7th grade. Team. Paisley Reynolds, 6th grade. Addison Rebrook, also 6th grade. Maggie Caroli. Yeah. And then our coaches are Amy Toothman. Congratulations. Oh, okay. Samantha Brocious is the assistant. And do we have administrators from, or the AD from South Harrison Middle? There you go. This is the AD, and we have Sabrina Skidmore. Sabrina, you gotta come up for a picture. Well, I want their picture. And while we're waiting for pictures, would the coaches like to say something? This is a huge. Maybe one of the girls?
They deserved it. They had a great season. I will say that. They dominated in the championship.
Where are the parents? Raise your hands, parents. Good job.
Thank you for bringing the girls here.
All right. Next, we have our elementary social studies winners. There you go.
Okay, for elementary, individual economics, I almost called her Banana Ball, but it's Ellie Castle from Big Elm. place. Second place, Grayson Wilson from Johnson, also banana ball.
Stay up here, honey.
We're gonna get a picture. They didn't tell you they were costumes.
There you go.
Okay, in psychology, second place, Adeline Rucker from West Milford. First place in sociology, Finn Mace from Johnson Elementary. In U.S. history, first place, Reagan Lopez, Nutter Fort. Those were all individuals in the group category in sociology. First place from Johnson Elementary, Eleanor Jarvis and Ellis Matterford. In state and local studies, first place from Simpson Elementary, Nina Walker and Bailey Rose McDonald. Second place from Victory in state and local studies, Molly Scroggins and Araya Watson. In U.S. history, first place in group, Natalie Ashcombe and Brennan Moore from Simpson Elementary. Now we should throw me off here. We have more certificates.
I think third place. Third place for state and local.
You got it?
Third place, state and local.
Okay,
Third
I just don't
place,
have it.
state and local studies category, from Big Elm, Sophia Spatafort, and Kristen Bogus.
My apologies, Big Al. I just missed you. Okay, we're gonna get some pictures here. Mr. Oliverio, I'm looking for your statement.
We have some principals, parents.
About Mr. Powell. Yep, we have Mr. Powell, we have Mr. Rubenstein, we have Mrs. Holbert. Help me, Mrs. Gaines was coming from West Milford this evening. Mrs. Gaines, raise your hand. Where are you?
back there.
She's here.
Mrs. Dick, would you like guys please come up, take a picture? Come on. Oh, Mr. Powell, Mrs. Harbert's here. Look, am I missing anybody else? Mrs. Spencer Mucker couldn't be here tonight, so Mrs. Gaines gave her spot.
All right, congratulations.
Heather.
All right, next we have our high school winners. Mr. Tucker, would you like to present? Oh, was it on this middle school? Yeah, middle school first, sorry. Yes, middle school. Mr. Tucker, you guys. Okay.
Okay, for middle schools, we have individual world history,
Hayden Eisenhart, Liberty Middle. Second place, Gavin Spinagle, South Harrison Middle. Psychology, first place, Kenley Spindler, South Harrison Middle. Economics, first place, Aubriana Godfrey, Lincoln Middle.
Congratulations.
Geography, first place, Geneva Lee, South Harrison Middle. Sociology, Adalyn Wetzel, South Harrison Middle. Special topic, America 250, first place, Chris Boyles, Bridgeport Middle School. Second place, Sophia McIntyre, South Harrison Middle School. State and local studies. Third place, Rachel LeBeau, Lincoln Middle. U.S. History, first place, Olivia Morgan, Bridgeport Middle. Third place, Catherine Sollers, South Harrison Middle. Sociology, Ellery Fluharty, Lincoln Middle. Our group projects, anthropology, A.J. Golden and Sophia Gilbert, South Harrison Middle School. Economics, Jackson Burns and Ben Hickman, Bridgeport Middle School.
I know who he is, so I guess I should.
Yep.
How you doing?
Second place, Lily Ditt and Iowa Wolf, South Harrison Middle School. Psychology, Josie Fincham and Declan Toothman, South Harrison Middle School.
Congratulations. Which one are you? Congratulations.
Sociology, Bruce Darty and Layuna Wilfong, South Harrison Middle. State and local studies, Elizabeth Sutton and Dory Winnell, South Harrison Middle School.
Congratulations. Which one are you? I should have remembered from the last one. You're welcome. Congratulations.
U.S. History, Liam Bennett and Finn Savosti, Bridgeport Middle. I apologize for the last. Second place, Trenton Kinney and Michael Cook, South Harrison Middle.
Which one are you? Do you want to take Michael's? Can we trust you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Third place, Lakin Richards and Jaden Ernest, Lincoln Middle School. And World History, Adalyn Pringle and McKenna Morgan, South Harrison Middle. I believe we have some administrators from the different schools, if you'd like to join us up here and get into the photo.
You could grab the extra certificates.
Hey guys, I want you to take 2 steps that way.
Squeeze in just a little bit.
Which this side would be great if you guys can bounce around.
Don't move, we got parents.
All right. Yeah, why don't you guys stay down there and do the high school?
You've done such a great job.
Oh, yeah, butter us up.
All right, now we have our high school social studies winners.
Okay, for our high school, we have individual anthropology, Dylan Miller, Robert C. Byrd High School. And U.S. history, Tiana Leon, Robert C. Byrd High School.
Well, make sure that we get those certificates to the administrators. All right, we'll jump into spelling bee winners.
All right. These are the Harrison County Spelling Bee winners, and I asked if I could do this one because when I was in elementary and middle, I was good at this. Spelling, not so much track or volleyball. I tried, but this is the one that I was actually okay at. So if I ask you to spell a word when you come up, don't be surprised. All right, so we'll go with our first place winner was Lily Dahl, Bridgeport Middle, 7th grade. And second place is Isabel Boyce, Simpson Elementary, 5th grade. And our alternate will be Gentry Winninger from it's Heritage Christian School, 7th grade. So, she's by herself, Lily. She had a word, Mrs.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious? No, okay. I was just joking.
She probably can spell it.
That's okay. We won't put you on the
I
spot.
want you to spell the word happy. Can you spell happy? H-A-P-P-Y. There you go. She's the winner. Gotta do a good word, right? So,
You okay?
oh,
Yeah.
you already
Are you
did
sure?
picture?
Nope.
Oh, okay, all right.
You smile?
We don't need to put you on the spot. Listen, there's a lot of pressure in a spelling bee, isn't there? When you get up in the front, there's pressure. There's pressure for the parents as well.
Oh, where's mom and dad? There they are.
Isn't there
Thanks.
pressure when you're sitting there and you're watching them all? Uh-huh. So, you have any nails left?
You good?
Yeah. All right. Thank you for bringing her. Yep.
Bridgeport High School's Troy Zorick was named 2026-27 Citizen Bank of West Virginia Emerging Leaders Scholar by Dr. Chris Wood, president of Davis and Elkins College. Zorick is the 5th winner in the scholarship program.
I gotta give you a hug. Yeah. He is a Norwood graduate. So I was very proud when I saw him achieve this. And congratulations, it's well
Thank
deserved.
you.
He,
I
he
really
always
appreciate
was a high achiever and worked hard. So apparently you're still doing that.
Yeah.
So,
that. Gotta keep it up.
yep, keep it up. And apparently this is worth a lot of money.
Really? How much money?
Not this certificate, what they gave you,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, it's a full ride for like all the years that, for him to go. So it's a big deal. They've only given 5 of these. Harrison's never gotten one. So congratulations.
Thank you.
So, would you like your mom and dad up here?
Yeah, come up here, guys.
But they've been with him through this whole thing. Since he was this tall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Were you shocked? when
I
they
was
came?
very
Oh,
shocked. They did it
yeah.
for me for a week. Several
Did they?
Yeah.
I knew about it before then.
You did?
Yeah.
You never told me.
Thank you for
Thank you.
coming.
Yes,
All right. Next, we have Mr. Setai, contingency request for South Harrison High School Band.
Good evening. I am Justin Setai. I'm the Director of Bands for South Harrison Middle and South Harrison High School. And we're coming to you this evening to ask for a contribution to our new band uniforms against what we've already raised over, I would say, about the past 5 years. We have been able to raise around $18,500. Total cost is $35,000 plus shipping. So I just thought I would show you what our new uniforms are going to look like. Our previous uniforms, to the best of my knowledge, were purchased between 2009 and 2010, and they are falling apart. I had to have them held together through this marching season with paper clips. I took a couple to my grandmother, and she had to sew a couple back together for me. But in addition to having a robust sports program at South Harrison, we have a blossoming music program, and I'm really looking forward to the future of our band program. Right now, my 7th grade middle school class is bigger than the entire high school class. So I'm looking for a lot of growth in the next few years. And our kids have been working really hard. They've been through, I'm the 3rd band director in the past 5 years, so they've been fundraising with those 3 different band directors. And they've been working really hard to try to get these new uniforms. So I appreciate your consideration. If you have any questions, you can just let me know, or.
What was the request for match again?
18.
18?
Mhm.
Typically what we do in these cases, Mr. Setai, is we'll ask that the superintendent speak with you so that they can see if there's a possibility to work out some kind of arrangement. When the contingency funds was started, it was brought to us that we decided we would only match up to a certain amount of money. So I think that would fall underneath, it was 20,000. I think that falls underneath the 20,000. But I would like to have you meet with the superintendent.
Absolutely. She was my principal for a couple years at Norwood. So whenever you want
I've
to,
met with him many times.
yes. So whenever you want to email me or just let me know. Great. Thank you so much for your.
Justin, you're asking for a total for 70 uniforms?
Yes.
They're sharp.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
they look nice.
The turns to show.
I like the back, look how.
Yeah, I like the hawks and that.
Mhm.
Yeah, one of my favorite memories of South Harrison is the band leading the athletes through the school. And
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. This is my assistant band director, Marlena Bright. I'm so sorry, I'm going to introduce. As you were, I've been having issues with these. But I thank you for your time and consideration, and I look forward to talking to you, Mrs. Seller. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, next we have Project Isaac, Millie Michael.
Good evening. Hello, how are you? I'm Millie Michael. I'm the director here at the board office. This is one of my site coordinators, Mary Jo Bastine. Our other site coordinator, we have 2 this year that share responsibilities. Lori Nye, she's not feeling well, or she would have been here as well to present to you all. Yeah. You can flip it.
Oh, yeah, next slide.
Yeah. It's okay, Tom, you'll get it. 21st Century is a very competitive grant in the nation, but especially in West Virginia. Usually you have about a 25% chance of obtaining the grant when you compete. Currently, 21st Century has been cut from the federal budget, but it was cut this summer as well. There's a lot of bipartisan support for it to get it back in schools in the nation. So we're hoping that when the federal budget is approved, that somehow it will be in some form or another. It may be 21st Century funding, or it might be something for after school, before school and summer programming that's just titled something different. But we're hoping in some respect to get it back in the future if we would like to continue utilizing this grant. We are allowed to get from $50,000 up to $250,000 annually. And once we are awarded the grant, it's a 5-year grant cycle. We are currently in our 5th year at the new Liberty Middle. We had originally obtained the grant from Mountaineer Middle School, and then we were able to transfer it over because WI students also met the qualifications for 21st Century students. Go ahead and flip to the next. So with before, after school, and summer school programming, there is a huge range of things that we can do with this money. There's academic support, enrichment, STEM components. We can have various STEM programs running from aerospace to culinary arts to anything that you would really imagine. 21st Century right now is allowed to encompass that before, after, and during summer programming. Currently, as I was saying, we're in our 5th year at Liberty Middle School. This grant in our 5th year, we reduced the funds in years 4 and 5, so we're operating on a minimal allotment, but it's still able to support a part-time director. And then we have 6 after-school staff. Currently, we have more because they've split those positions. We have about 9 people working, but it's still the same amount of hours because they just split the time in half. We operate Monday through Thursday for 2 hours after school. We provide the students an after-school meal, which is an in-kind match from Harrison County. Our lovely cook, Kim, at Liberty Middle provides a delicious dinner every evening. The students love her. She also works with us with some enrichment activities and brings the kids in as part of our career component and teaches them culinary art skills. And then we also have an in-kind match from Harrison County for activity buses. So we have 3 still.
It's kind of,
Back and forth.
yeah, well, no, I think it's really 4 because they pick up somewhere and they drop off somewhere. It's kind of, those bus drivers really need all the credit because they have to, there's a whole bigger feeder area, and we're staying a little bit longer this year than we have in the past because they come from RCV, drop a bus over to us, and the kids go from one bus to another bus. So it's a big ordeal to do. They've done a great job this year, but it's definitely a bigger task than we've had in the past. So there's more buses than I see, but there's 3 that we see, and there's more behind the scenes buses.
So it's wonderful. We really appreciate that in-kind match. We brought you these stats last year, but I just wanted to remind you of them because we operate at a minimum of 100 programmatic days. So that's 200 hours for the whole entire school year. Last year, we serviced 44 students. That's even if they came one day, they were counted in this number. Of that, our average daily attendance means the number of average students, and it could be different students per day, in a seat or after school during Project Isaac was 14. Then 28 were there for at least 30 days or more, so 30 to 60 days, and then 14 attended 50 plus days, or almost 100 hours. So they were there for the entire program. This year, we've got some wonderful new stats with WI coming in, and Mary Jo's going to share this with you.
All right, so we have doubled. You'll see it in a second. All right, so 30 is our average daily attendance, which fantastic. I mean, that's, what do you say, the average? The national average.
Oh, the national average is 15.
Yeah, so we've doubled the national average. And with that is
you get two different groups of people, two different groups of schools coming together, and that averages that out. But also, I don't know what I'm thinking of. Those kids never knew about Project Isaac before. At Mountaineer Middle, we were there, I think, 2 cycles of a
10
grant.
years.
So we've already doubled our numbers at WI as well. So they knew that reputation when we were there.
And we had Project Isaac at WI about 15 years ago, and it was highly successful then, but that's a long time. So that generation of students is long gone, the generation of teachers is long gone.
Yeah.
So it was brand new to them when they could consolidate.
And it's kind of funny, I should have looked at this before. We have like, I'd say 10 kids that were faithful last year. So, I mean, it's even more than just the double. We've had probably 20 that are new faithful students. So our daily rotations, we had to change this a little bit because it takes a little bit longer to get all the kids through the line this year. So we do about 3:35, we split them up into groups, and Lori Knight, my site supervisor, she's everything I'm not. She's a little bit more organized than me. I know it's hard to believe that somebody's more organized than me, but it can happen. But she has them like color coded, and all we have to do is say, okay, here's your color, you're going to this group. And they pretty much could run themselves. I don't want to put myself out of a job, but they can kind of run themselves on where they need to go. And our staffing is better not better this year, but it seems like we have more morale because, like Millie said, we're kind of splitting the job. So some teachers work 2 days. I work 2 days now, which does help with morale a little bit, but it helps just keeping that morale happy because we all work a long day and we're coming and staying for this. 2 days makes it a little bit nicer. But we do STEM, math, reading, and not enrichment, rec, the best part. Those are the rotations we do, and then at the end we do a social and emotional learning activity, which is usually led by me and Lori. And while this is going on, we're cycling people through homework help as well. And the social emotional part, I think, is the most important. I've always said that, but this year, I mean, we all know that the whole situation is just a little bit, everyone's emotions are a little bit high on the school. So we want to get them together and show that every school is represented there as well, and everyone is equally as important. We try to bring presenters in, 4-H. We've had the FBI in. Susan Thomas at the County Commission has been fantastic over the years with us. We try to do field trips. We just went to Carnegie. I was not able to attend, but it was a lot of fun and all the kids enjoyed it. And there's a picture from our field trip.
Yeah, the Carnegie field trip, we take a a winter trip and a spring trip. And those are earned. Those are part of our after-school PBIS program. So those are earned with good behavior and attendance and doing what's asked of them, turning in their homework assignments and things like that. So those two big trips at the end of each semester, kind of close to the end of each semester, are earned. And then we go on other community field trips where every student is welcome to go to those places, such as the one she's going to mention here over the years we've gone to.
Yeah, the dinosaur exhibit. We've also taken them fishing at Hinkle-Wendigan Lake. That's always a big field trip. Millie's got these little fishing poles. It's a really good fishing trip. And some kids don't have that experience to do with an adult at home. So we try to get that with them here. So we're hands in, putting worms on and all that fun stuff. So, and yeah, next slide. Family engagement. Mrs. Stutler got to join us, and Mrs. Knight got to join us at our Lego. We usually do a cake challenge. We took a break from that, and we did a Lego challenge where all the parents were invited, and they got to be a team, and we gave them a theme of a haunted house. I kind of forgot what we had done, but a haunted house. So they had to make a haunted house out of the Legos, and then the judges.
And write a
judged.
story.
Yes.
And judges, if you remember, I think the story was kind of really what wowed you all more so than the actual creation. Their English language arts methods are coming in handy.
And Dora checked the spelling on
Yes.
They were amazing.
Yeah.
Check the spelling.
No, but I've actually thought, I mean, such a simple activity. We had an abundance of Legos, so we kind of just went on that. So, And we have an end of the year celebration. We'll send that out when we get the date to that. We do our spring field trip, but we also have a spring advisory council meeting on February 27th. If anybody would like to join us.
And something that Lori wanted us to share with you all is that the Community in Schools program that's also at Liberty Middle School, we really enjoy working with each other, and they've had some comments from some of the students that have said how much they love coming to Project Isaac. They go to the regular school day because they get to stay for Project Isaac. No offense to the regular school day, but they really love this after-school program. And another girl said there's some chaos and stuff at home, and this allows her to stay at the school in a safe place, getting food and homework help and learning things for a couple extra hours before she has to go home. And I feel so bad for her and then the other students that experience that, but I'm also so grateful that we can provide that environment for them for a couple extra hours where they can create relationships with a safe adult and, learn things and feel like they're wanted somewhere.
There's so much potential with the schools combining that we could do so much more. This is kind of the worst year to start at a new school because we're in our 5th year of our grant, but it's been going well. It's been a great year.
Do you all have any questions or comments?
Is this the last year of your grant?
Yes.
So you are there deadlines that you have to file?
Yes.
So typically, the grant is open in West Virginia February 1st, and then we have approximately 2 months to gather all the school data. We have to do community surveys, school surveys. We have to post it, publicly, things like that. And then it's usually due the end of April, from the middle to the end of April, the grant will be due, and then we'll have reviewers decide on who gets it. Like there's usually 4 or 5 in West Virginia, and then they'll announce that July 1. Due to the fact that it's currently not in the federal budget, I don't know what our timeline's going to be. I don't know if they're going to try to get that announcement or get that allotment approved before the end of January so that we can have a February 1st announcement date or not.
Is it a pooled grant or is it each group that applies, it's an individualized amount?
It's an individualized amount based upon our average daily attendance. So so we have data for the past 5 years. So our ADA this year is 30. So we would get $3,050 per student in our ADA. So we get about $90,000 at Liberty Middle alone. And then if anyone else would like any other school would like to be included in that, because it's a K-12 grant, every age group is allowed to, we're allowed to provide services through 21st Century to those. So we would have to pull data from pre-existing programs or programs that, existed a couple of years ago, or just survey the students to try to find, an average of who thinks, how many they think would attend after school. And then we get about $3,000 per child. Up to $2,050. I'm sorry, I said that wrong.
Yeah.
$250,000. Yeah. And then currently, unless they change something, there's also a $10,000 transportation stipend. So if one of our schools doesn't have an activity bus running, that's not going to cover us for the whole year, of course, but that would give us a good start trying to get buses maybe for partly a semester, close to a semester with the $10,000. If it all remains the same with these things changing from the federal
And I'm sure you don't have any idea as to when the federal.
I wish I did. Should I call this?
I'd like to know when you get that information because I don't know. Is it a showstopper for the program if the grant doesn't come through?
Yes. I mean, well, that would be up to Mrs. Feller. Yeah, you all.
Well, not like this year. Would it be this year?
Well, at the end of the year,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
for next school year, we wouldn't have this kind of funding to provide after-school services like this. Now, I don't know what Title I has allocated for any type of after-school services at the middle school, so that would be in what was. But yeah, if my state department coordinators are new, I think where you have fallen under federal programs, I think they've consolidated a little bit down there. So they're brand new and they're trying to figure out 21st century, but they are trying to keep us in the loop. So I'm sure if they hear if we have funding and we are able to compete for another grant, I'll let you all know immediately.
Middle school after school is hard, but you got to think about those kids that are athletic, that may not sing or play in the band. We're trying to meet those kids that fall through the cracks. And if we can keep somebody safe for 2 hours and we can feed them, why not?
Absolutely. Mr. Tucker, did you have a question?
No, I was just going to say those numbers probably fluctuate because of
Oh, yeah.
individuals participating
Yeah,
in
we had
athletics,
40, I think like the first 2 weeks we had 45, and then you have winter sports, you have fall.
Right.
I mean, you can't keep up with everything.
Right.
But like I said, we're trying to meet those 30 kids, and this is what they have, and they're going to be there every day.
Mhm.
So,
And we make it as flexible as possible for the students in an athletic program or an arts program. If they can come for dinner and maybe 20 minutes of homework help, we welcome them in, even if you can't be there for the whole time, because federal guidelines have changed. We used to count days, now we count minutes and hours. So if they can be there for 45 minutes, that counts towards our data, and regardless of the data, they can be there for 45 minutes. They can get a meal, they can get homework help, they can go to STEM enrichment if they'd like, So we welcome them in, even if they have practice right after school, and then they can come for the last half hour of the program. We allow that to happen as well.
we try to work with coaches, like if they have a kid that's struggling, or if they have a kid that can't come back at 5, because that's also an issue. Some people don't have a way back at 5 for practice, so if they sign up for us and they do what we're supposed to do, then they can have to go to basketball practice at 5.
Yes.
That's a lot of the case. A lot of the time at 5 o'clock, we have a lot of kids that go to basketball and all that different activities.
It's a very good program.
Absolutely.
Do they announce you as you come in of an evening?
No, they don't. John Rogers does not do that, so.
It was just me.
It was just you.
I like to fish, by the way, so next time you go fishing.
Oh, yeah, we'll let you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Do you have any further questions?
Yeah.
I'll bring my.
Yeah.
Don't
Get to that.
Thank you all, we appreciate your time.
Right, this brings us down to delegations. We have one delegation this evening, Rebecca Barker. Rebecca Barker, saying that right? Okay. We'll move on. Superintendent's update.
I have a few things this evening. In front of you, you should have the discipline report. So usually the second meeting of the month, we try to keep you updated on all the school's discipline, so you should have that. Thank you, Mrs. Knight, for helping put that together. Also wanted to give you an update. Of course, you know the weather has not been great, cold weather. And so if you're having any questions about inclement weather, we try to post that online. We try to get the announcements out early. So just pay attention. There was a letter sent home early, and then there's information online about inclement weather and how things operate on those days. And then also on the non-traditional learning days that we're doing, which we've used 4 snow days, just to let you know, we have 5. We've used 4 traditional snow days. We have 5 non-traditional learning days. And I was going to have Mrs. Knight give you an update because we did change what the instruction would look like on those days, and this is our first one. So there may be some questions on how that rolled out and how you came to work with changing that up a little bit to make it more rigorous.
Okay, for the non-instructional days, teachers will report from 9 to 2, and they will be available for students at both middle school and high school level from 10:30 to 1:30. High school and middle school students will get their regular work put in, because we sat and talked with the principals about, let's make this more rigorous, let's not just make this a cognitive summit. So they said this would be the easiest way to work through the day in Schoology, and then students can go into Schoology and they can start to work on that. And then the teachers are there, they will have Teams meetings set up so that they can, then students can log in or sign in and ask questions, get assistance if they need it. So that's how they have decided to operate that. In middle school and high school, thought that would be best. So teachers already knew what they were going to have for their assignment for the next day, so that was what's not very well for middle. And then at the elementary level, we still had to send the packets home, the work packets home for those students, because it was a little bit difficult for them to try to get online and they get paid. So, and again, teachers are there for those elementary school students as well from 10:30 to 1:30 in case the parents would have any questions or they need additional instruction. So on those non-traditional school days, to work in Schoology, for the packets that were sent home. They still have a day after they return to school to get that. So that was what the middle and high school students or principals proposed as being the best way to handle these non-traditional days and continue these instruction going forward.
So just to clarify, they're not the canned lessons
No.
anymore, they're actually what they were working on.
Yes.
Genius.
The skill at the time,
Good
what
job.
we're doing right now.
Good job.
And has that started yet?
It started today.
Today.
I noticed because there's a couple kids in my house.
Yes.
I thought, when did you learn how to do teams? Good, very good.
Yes, they started yesterday.
Yeah, we worked on that and we try to roll that out early. Like we try to get all that information out in October because you just never know. Fortunately, this is the first one we've had to use. So, and we do have, like I said, we have 5 traditional snow days and we have 5 non-traditional days that we can use. So, and it looks like the weather is going to be a little rocky the next few days and next week. So we'll just prepare. We try to make decisions early for our families so they can make plans. So do you have any other questions on? Okay. Also, just an update on personnel. I know it's always a big question this time of year because we're in personnel season and it is on everybody's minds. And we also are working on budgets for each of the departments, which it all falls together. The budgets and personnel and Ms. Leesburg is a meeting with each of the department heads. And I believe you've met with administrators, the elementary, individually, talking about staffing in each of their buildings. And Thursday, Friday will be high school and middle school. So we're giving them the opportunity to sit down and talk to us about what their staffing looks like. And we know, I mean, if you were a previous administrator, we know, what your buildings are, what you know as an administrator, what your building needs. But we also have to look at the county needs and financially what we have available there. So it is like a game which you've got to kind of balance things to make sure our schools have what they need, but we're also being financially responsible with our budget. So anything else, Ms. Leesburg? It's definitely a process. You have to look at everything. Once she meets with everybody, meets with the departments, her and I will sit down and we go through every position. And we've done, I think, a good job, really, all summer, really from last personnel season to now, looking at postings and vacancies as they come up, trying to do things along the way so we don't have this cliff at the end of the year. And I think we've tried to do that every year to make that work, so it's not such a traumatic time. So
What date are we looking at to go over the personnel plan?
I think it's February 17th. Yeah, it should be presented to you. And that gives Ms. Leesburg time to get out and do any transfers or letters or whatever. So. And then, Mr. Ozzie, do you have a facilities update?
Yeah, we've got some good news. We finally closed out Lafayette Elementary School. We did a final walkthrough, got it done. Simpson is pretty much done with the exception of the outside areas. The weather is freezing. We have put together a whole list, Giovanna sent me today, of all the different parts and pieces so we can get started on the playground when that happens. Sometime March, we'll start get that done. And big project coming up. We're opening bids for the RCB cafeteria expansion renovation there. It's going to be a very nice project. It happens Thursday, I believe. We're opening the bid. So hopefully we'll get some good prices. I think we have about 6 general contractors there. So hopefully they'll keep their pencils sharp when it comes to pricing that job. Competition is always good. And I just wanted to piggyback on what Millie said about school buses for the after school programs. I sometimes, all we hear is about complaints on our school buses and the runs that they do and how long it takes. Very seldom do we give them the credit for what they do. I've been on some roads that makes Gregory Run look like a super speedway. And our buses travel down these roads each and every day, sometimes in inclement weather, and they do it safely and they take care kids. I'm making it a point to get out there and actually doing some riding with the bus drivers, just to see how they relate to their kids, to see what shape the roads are in. A couple have resorted to me calling the state road or the county, telling them there's some roads that are not in real good shape. But huge responsibility. They've got to be safe at all times. They've got to watch the traffic. They've got to watch the mirror, and make sure that it's behaved, it's safe without jobs. So if you see a bus driver out there, every now and then, they like to hear, thanks for taking care of my kids.
Thank you. And it just reminded me of National School Board Month. School Board Member Month. Did you know that? So congratulations to those. It is January. Yes, it is. So I think Mr. Oliveria put that out in our monthly newsletter to all the staff. So, and that brings me to where we've started a parent newsletter as well. So we're trying to add to that and to make additions to that. Right now it's going out quarterly. We'd like to make that more often, but we're still doing the monthly newsletter to all the staff. It goes straight to their emails. Anybody from any of the departments, or anybody has anything to put out there just to increase that communication back and forth to the staff from us to improve that. So we're doing that still every month. It goes out around the 15th, I believe, Mr. Oliveria, at the middle of the month for that. Let me see if I have anything else. I think that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, this brings us down to our consent items. Is there a motion to accept consent items as presented by the superintendent?
I so moved. Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion on consent items?
Hopefully they get C straightened out through legislation.
Wow.
Supposed to be a piece of it there.
We will see. All right, if there are no further discussion or topics for consent items, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, new business, out-of-state travel study request. You have in front of you the superintendent's recommendation for the out-of-state travel study request. Is there a motion to accept?
I so moved.
Second. It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? No discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Before you, you have the Department of Environmental Protection lease. Is there a motion to approve the Department of Environmental Protection lease as recommended by the superintendent? Take a motion and a second to get it on the floor for discussion.
I so moved.
It's been
Second.
moved. It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion?
Yeah, what is?
I kind of had to ask that too. I'll tell you when it came to my attention is when we closed WI. I received a letter from the EPA saying, hey, what are we going to do with our equipment that we have? And I was like, I didn't realize it was there. And at the time, Mr. Lopez was here and he said, oh, it's just always been up there. And it measures air quality. They keep it in a central location. Am I correct? You've done some investigation on that.
They've looked at prevailing winds and things like that, and no WIs closed, they're going to be sold. So it's, they have, from what I understand, they had a lease on that building, that's what it cost. So they're just looking to put it in a place where they've got good prevailing winds so they can monitor the air quality from the Department of Environmental Protection, air quality division. They measure everything, and when they leave, they put everything back the way it was supposed to be. I think it was 25 by 20 area. At the end, and we looked at a couple of different areas of the RCD that felt that would be the best without it. So, on the good side, you know, if we get some bad air quality readings, I guess we need to let our RCD folks know, but hopefully we won't have that, but it's just an ongoing process.
Yeah, I didn't realize that it had been there all those years either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question that I had, do you want me to ask or do you want to ask?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
One of the things that I was wondering as well is we're setting the lease up for $1. And I was curious to know what the cost was to us to set all this up, if it's a nominal cost or if it's something that, you know, we should consider looking at further.
No cost to us.
well, do we have lawyers looking at this, or do we have any kind of preparation fees or anything like that?
I
Are
don't
they
think
installing
there's
it?
any attorney to look at it. That's why I wanted to get in front of the board before anybody stops.
There's 29 pages of it, that's it. That's the only question that I had also was, if we're getting $1 a year for it, and we're paying $5,000 to have it looked at reviewed by our attorneys, doesn't seem, that's something that, we should look in. I
So
think
we
should
haven't
look into
taken it to
that.
Mr. Zimmerman,
No,
right? So, okay.
At least with the state of West Virginia, and the pertinent facts that are, because we're a political subdivision, in the state of West Virginia as well. So it's like a state.
Is there any further discussion or topics?
I mean, do we have to have a lawyer look at it if we've always been doing it?
Yeah.
If that's a continued one, and they're just doing what they've been
Do
doing.
we have
for
a
the-
copy of the old?
I'm sure they've done it at
Did
one
we ever
time.
find that? Were you able to find that?
Or I've looked for one and I can't find it.
Yeah, we thought there should have been one from before, but,
'Cause it's been up there definitely for years,
yeah.
So.
Forever.
Yeah.
All right. Is there any further topics of discussion? All those in favor say aye.
All right.
Any opposed? Motion carries. So at this point, you'll send it to Mr. Sermon to review.
Yeah, it'll get probably
Is there a need for review? Just a cursory glance?
No, it wouldn't need.
I think it's probably a stand. There's not any risk to us.
State,
Yeah.
they have the same insurance as we have, and
Save that money.
Yeah, I was gonna say, save that money.
All right, this brings us down to personnel. You have the personnel agenda in front of you. Is there a motion to approve the personnel as recommended by the superintendent?
I so moved.
It's been moved and seconded, I'm sorry, is there a second? It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion on personnel? If there's no discussion, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Is there a motion to approve suspension of employee A?
I move pursuant to 69A42 of West Virginia Code that the board go into executive session to discuss personnel and personnel matters which, if discussed in public, might affect adversely the reputation of any person.
Personnel motion has been made for executive session. Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. We'll go into executive session to discuss.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? We're back in regular session. All right, this brings us down to legal and disciplinary matters. Suspension of employee A. Is there a motion to accept superintendent's recommendation for suspension of employee A as presented for Hannah David?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. This brings us down to our hearing. At this point in time, is our counsel here? We need to determine whether you want an open hearing or a closed hearing and the parameters of who can attend the closed. Yeah, he's coming. Hello, gentlemen. Thank you. We would, Mr. Long, is there a need to have a closed hearing, or is an option still available for that?
I believe the employee would like for a closed hearing.
Okay.
But he may want some folks in here kind of in support, if that makes sense. I'll leave that to Mr. Dyer and the employee to make that decision.
Okay.
But otherwise, a closed hearing, everything off and the folks removed that aren't a part of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay, thank you. So we'll have a closed hearing. And do you have a determination how many people you would like to remain, who would like to remain?
I honestly, this was a much bigger crowd than I anticipated, so I'm not sure. I think the crowd that's present now is probably just going to remain. That's
Yeah. If there's anyone here that is not here on behalf of Mr. Edwards, they can head out now.
You done?
It's a closed hearing.
Thank you.
Thank you.